Hernandez, and I am honored to have the opportunity to speak to you tonight. In my junior English class, our theme for the year was the American Dream. The American Dream is defined as the ideal by which equality of opportunity is available to any American, allowing the highest aspirations and goals to be achieved. As a daughter of 2 immigrants, I heard this term used often as I was growing up. Before high school, I went to public schools where all my peers found themselves in similar situations to mine. We saw our parents struggle to make ends meet, experienced difficulties at home, and felt that the odds were stacked against us. It felt like it was impossible to get out of. At the time, many of my peers expressed that they wanted to head straight into the workforce after high school in order to support their parents, and others had no desire to further their education. They only went to school out of obligation. But there were some of us who wanted more. I had no idea how I was going to get there, but I knew that something greater than I could ever imagine was waiting for me. Coming to Mercy was never part of my plan. Actually, I had heard very little about private schools until my parish priest suggested that I look into a Catholic school. He said that high school was a perfect transition, so I shadowed at Mercy, loved it, and ultimately transferred my enrollment. Because I started the registration process later than most, I was working hard to catch up, but I didn't mind. I was either at Mercy or thinking about Mercy all the time. This felt like something amazing. It inspired and motivated me. During the process of enrolling at Mercy, my parents' appointment for tuition assistance was set up. They asked me to accompany them in the case that I would be able to understand more than they could. I wasn't quite sure what tuition meant, so I searched it up. When I saw the price tag, my heart dropped to the floor. All the excitement had drained from me. It seemed like it was all for nothing. I knew that my family could not afford that cost, and I was so disheartened walking into that meeting. I only grew sadder when I met Sister Dolores for the first time. Her excitement about meeting me was obvious, and I couldn't imagine not coming to this school. How was it possible that it already felt like home? However, something magical happened. The meeting couldn't have gone more smoothly, and my parents and I left with dropped jaws. Sister Dolores worked with us to find an affordable cost, and then she set up a payment plan. As we left, she told us that Mercy was able to provide so much financial aid because of the incredible generosity of the donors. The donors who went to FIESTA in 2015 made it possible for my family to send me to the school of my dreams. I entered the halls of Mercy High School that following fall, August of 2015. I was a shy girl who didn't envision much for her future. Fast forward 4 years later, and I am leaving Mercy with opportunities that I couldn't even have fathomed. This place is my home, a home that I can't imagine leaving. They say it takes a village, and let me tell you, Mercy has been the greatest village. My teachers always encouraged me, pushed me, raised the standards, and above all, believed in me. In moments when I felt like I was at my lowest, they raised me up, hit the reset button, and continued fighting for me. One of my fondest memories was on January 13th, 2016. Katie Waldo, a former Mercy girl, visited my freshman English class to talk about her life after Mercy. I was absolutely mesmerized. She graduated from Mercy, attended Creighton University, helped campaign for Barack Obama, and then was handpicked by President Obama himself to work on his team during his presidency. Katie also shared that during her time at Mercy, she was on student council. And when she became the student council president, she gave this same speech at FIESTA. My math teacher at the time, who is now our fabulous principal, Mrs. Wessling, came to the back corner of the room where I sat and told me. She was in student council when she was a freshman too. You see, you are going far. I hadn't realized that my full potential wasn't tapped until I arrived at Mercy. As I formed relationships with my teachers and my peers, I learned more about myself and the quality of life that I could have. Once I expressed my hopes to attend college, it was never an if in my teachers' eyes, it was always when. My teachers became the only other advocates that I have ever known besides my parents. My parents who are here tonight have worked so hard to give me every opportunity that I have had. I want to thank my mom especially. She taught me what it means to be a strong woman and how to face a challenge head on. I speak on behalf of my parents when I say thank you. Although they worked hard, without your generous support, they wouldn't have been able to support me financially throughout high school. As I look to what the next chapter of my life might bring, I'm thankful for the support of our fabulous guidance department, who has aided me in applying for colleges and scholarships. Throughout this process, my teacher also expressed their faith in me. While I was unsure of my worthiness to accept these opportunities, they shared an unwavering belief that it would all work in my favor. As the acceptance letters began rolling in and the scholarships were awarded, my teachers cheered me on. While at Mercy, I have had the privilege of serving on student council since my freshman year. This year, I have the honor of serving as student council president, where I have now been given the opportunity to say thank you. I have shared only a piece of my story, and have only just begun to express how you have impacted my life. But every Mercy girl has benefited from your generous donations. I speak on behalf of 360 girls when I say thank you. Thank you for taking a chance on us, for giving us a quality education that allows us to realize our full potential. You may be wondering what is next for the current senior class. I'm so proud to see my sister stand beside me as we close this chapter of our lives together and figure out what happens next. Up until 2 days ago, I was still unsure of what my future held, but I have been incredibly blessed. I applied for the Grit Scholarship at Creighton University, a half-tuition scholarship sponsored by the Hyder family, to assist students who demonstrate hard work and dedication. I was elated when I found out that I had received the award, and although it was a substantial amount of money, I worried about how I would be able to afford what remained. Last Thursday, I was presented the award by Sarah Richardson and Mary Chase, who shared that the Hyder family have taken a special interest in me and really want me to attend Creighton. They have awarded me a grant that subsidizes nearly all of my remaining expenses. I'm excited to say that I will be attending the college of my dreams this coming fall, and I will be a Blue Jay. But I will never forget that I was a Monarch first, because you invested in me. When asked what the American dream means to me, it is this moment where I am able to thank each and every one of you for making my dreams come true, for making my parents' dreams come true. You have given me the opportunity to receive an education that will influence me for the rest of my life. Most of all, I want to say thank you for helping future Mercy girls. You are giving my sisters an opportunity to realize their dreams. You are making it possible for our highest aspirations and goals to be achieved. Thank you.